it's possible to live on your own, even though you have a disability.
Powerful words from a powerful woman. Before the break, we met Maitri Campbell, a young woman who refused to allow cerebral palsy to stop her from her dream of living independently. As we continue our look into the barriers standing in the way of those with disabilities, we meet Eugene Chance and hear about his journey in education. Eugene Chance is 13 years old. He loves spending time with his family, learning technology, and playing sports.
I'm in swimming.
Yeah. What other sports you do?
I do basketball,
And
soccer,
baseball.
baseball,
And track.
track,
You do a little track.
and tennis.
When Eugene was 2, he was diagnosed with autism.
It's kind of like a social disability and like a learning disability.
Eugene is my youngest child, out of 4. As you can see, very quiet until he gets to know you.
Eugene's social struggles made starting school difficult.
He's not going to be the kid that's going to raise his hand and answer the question to the teacher, so he has to be pulled out of that, because he's thinking that if he's going to answer something and it's not going to be right, that everybody's going to pick on him. So he tends to not answer questions, even if he knows the answer.
I just didn't know how to socialize. I did kind of feel left out.
And so his mom Nadine had to advocate for his educational needs to be met. She says it's the system, not Eugene's teachers, that's been difficult.
They tell you this is what we're going to do for your child and pretty much it, and you're overwhelmed. You got 8 people to you in that room telling you that this is what they're going to do for your kid, whether you agree with them or not. And sometimes you get a little pushback, and it's a little frustrating. So you have to learn to navigate and put the brakes on and know this, and tell them what you want for your child also, and we can figure out a way to do this together. So that has been a struggle, but we are working on that.
Also frustrating, Eugene not qualifying for programs that would greatly benefit him.
You go to get a service just to be told, oh, you can't get this service for him because you guys may make just $200 more than the bracket, or he is, which is my biggest, just a little bit too smart. Like his autism, that's not going to change. It shouldn't matter if he's smarter or not. All these kids have this. This is what they have. And just because one kid is smarter and one kid may not, they all have their strengths and weaknesses. And that shouldn't disqualify them for whatever services they are trying to get.
Eugene will be entering 8th grade this year. He has what's called an IEP, which Nadine works closely with the school to create.
Eugene is included in those IEPs because this is his education, so I make sure that he is there to speak for himself.
And though there have been challenges, Eugene has made big progress that's easy for his mom to see.
Eugene used to be a kid that if somebody was messing with him, he wouldn't say anything to anybody. He just would completely shut down. But now he's to a point that he can now tell somebody that he has a problem versus just holding it in and not doing anything. So his teachers have been excellent.
School's pretty good.
For Nadine, navigating all of this hasn't been easy, but she's learned through it, and she's got a lot to share with other parents.
Believe in your child. Don't believe that your child can't be something else. You know, my thing is, I look at it as there's nothing wrong with them. There's something wrong with us. You know, we have to be able to tap into them, into their learning, and learn the way that they learn. There's nothing wrong with the way that they learn. You just have to be able to tap into their learning. Find other parents, you know, get active in different sports or groups, you know, but get to know people who are dealing with the same issue that you're dealing with, so they can help you navigate the system. Because the system is really going to give you a runaround. There's no easy way around that unless you know someone that can help navigate that system, because other than that, you're going to get a runaround.
And Eugene has advice for other children diagnosed with autism.
I would tell them that it's okay to not be social, and you just have to try to be more social.
And just because Eugene struggles to be social doesn't mean his mother's dreams for him are any different.
From the very beginning, if Eugene wants to be the next president, that's what we're going to do our best to try to help him achieve. You know, there are things that, yes, we have to do differently for him, but we don't treat him differently. And we're going to help him do whatever it is that he wants to do.
Eugene says he doesn't know what that is just yet, but he can be sure that when he does, he'll have support, so he'll achieve success. Eugene also loves to make movies and apparently is really good at video games. I asked him who he feels the safest with, and he said his mom and dad.